Let's rewind to 2005, a world before iPhones, before the always-on, always-connected lives we know today. It was a time when technology felt both exciting and a little bit clunky, and every new gadget was a window into the future. Back then, YouTube was just getting started and Facebook was a digital hangout reserved for college students. You chatted with friends on AIM, sending away messages and picking the perfect screen name. The screech of dial-up internet was a familiar soundtrack, and waiting for a connection was part of the ritual. Our lives revolved around single-purpose gadgets. Each device had its own job, and you needed a pocket or bag for each one. The Motorola Razr flip phone was the ultimate status symbol, sleek and impossibly thin, a must-have for anyone who wanted to be seen as cool. And the iPod's iconic click wheel ruled the world of music, letting you carry thousands of songs in your pocket for the first time. Each device had one job. You juggled a camera, a phone, an MP3 player, and maybe even a PDA if you were really into tech. Syncing music meant hours spent ripping CDs, organizing playlists, and connecting cables just to get your favorite songs onto your iPod. Watching a movie was an event. You'd drive to Blockbuster, browse the aisles, and hope your pick wasn't already rented out. Taking photos meant carrying a separate digital camera, swapping out memory cards, and uploading pictures to your computer later. Everything was slower, from loading web pages to waiting for devices to boot up, but there was a certain charm in the patience and anticipation it demanded. Fast forward to August 2025, our phones are now cameras, music players, GPS, gaming consoles, and so much more, all packed into a single device. We stream 8K video, download entire albums in seconds, and connect with anyone, anywhere instantly. We carry supercomputers in our pockets, capable of tasks that would have seemed like science fiction just 20 years ago. The idea of a device that only does one thing now feels almost ancient, a relic of a simpler era. Today's technology is fast, seamless, and interconnected. Our homes, cars, and even our watches are all part of the same digital ecosystem. But as we look back, it's clear we've traded the simplicity and patience of the past for the speed and convenience of today. This journey is about that evolution, what we've gained in power and possibility, and what we might have lost in the process. Let's explore how our digital world has transformed in just 2 decades, reshaping not only our devices but the way we live, work, and connect. From patience to instant gratification, from isolated experiences to a world of constant integration and connection, the story of technology is the story of us, always moving forward, always adapting, and always searching for what comes next. In 2005, the flip phone was king. Sleek, simple, and built for calls and texts. It was a status symbol, a pocket-sized companion that snapped shut with a satisfying click. The design was iconic, instantly recognizable, and it felt futuristic at the time. Texting meant mastering T9 on a tiny keypad. Every message was a mini typing challenge. Photos were grainy novelties, more about capturing a moment than sharing it online. Social media was barely a concept, and sharing meant showing your screen to a friend. No app store, no real internet, just Snake and maybe a basic Java game to pass the time. Entertainment was simple, and the phone's main job was to keep you connected, not distracted. Your phone was a tool, not an entertainment hub. It was about utility, reliability, and the occasional game or ringtone customization. Fast forward to 2025, foldable smartphones bring back the flip, but now with massive, flexible OLED screens that unfold into tablets. The nostalgia is there, but the technology is light years ahead. These devices are our cameras, editors, and global communication centers. We capture 4K video, edit on the go, and instantly share with the world. Phones are powered by advanced AI, managing our schedules, controlling our homes, and even learning our habits to make life smoother. Millions of apps, blazing fast 5G and 6G, and pro-grade cameras are standard. The phone is a gateway to entertainment, productivity, and creativity. The phone is now a multi-tool: creation, consumption, and connection in your pocket. It's a studio, a cinema, and a social hub, all in one. The difference? Ecosystem and intelligence. Our devices talk to each other, creating a seamless digital experience. Virtual assistants anticipate our needs, and our devices work together seamlessly. The phone is the command center of our digital lives. The flip phone was about simplicity. Today's phone is about limitless possibility. We've traded minimalism for power and potential. We've gone from pressing buttons to folding screens, from T9 to AI. The leap is more than technological, it's cultural. The phone is no longer just a gadget, it's an extension of ourselves. The evolution is staggering, and it's only accelerating, promising even more incredible changes just around the corner. In 2005, music meant owning an iPod, a sleek device that felt almost magical in your hand, a symbol of personal taste and freedom. You built your library one song at a time, carefully curating every track. You ripped CDs from your collection or borrowed them from friends, bought tracks for 99 cents each on iTunes, and sometimes agonized over which songs were worth your allowance. Syncing your iPod with your computer was a ritual, plugging in the cable, watching your music transfer, and feeling a sense of ownership over every playlist. Sharing music meant burning a mixed CD, decorating it and handing it to a friend, a personal gesture that made music feel special. Your collection was limited by storage space, forcing you to make tough choices about which albums to keep and which to delete. But every song was truly yours, and listening felt intimate, like carrying a piece of your identity in your pocket. Now, in 2025, streaming rules. The way we experience music has transformed completely. For a monthly fee, you access nearly every song ever recorded, instantly, anywhere, on any device, whether you're at home, commuting, or traveling the world. No more syncing or storage limits. Your library lives in the cloud. AI curates playlists, introduces you to new artists, and even predicts what you'll want to hear next. Playlists are generated for every mood, activity, or moment, making discovery effortless, and music feel endless. Sharing is as easy as sending a link or tapping a button. High-fidelity audio is now standard, and you can explore new genres with a swipe. The shift, from ownership to access, from careful curation to boundless exploration, has changed how we connect with music. The personal touch of building a library is rare, replaced by the convenience of having everything at your fingertips. Still, nostalgia lingers for the days of mixed CDs and hand-picked playlists. Music is now infinite, portable, and always connected, ready to soundtrack every moment of your life, wherever you are. The iPod made music personal, streaming made it universal, breaking down barriers and connecting listeners across the globe. We've traded scarcity for abundance, and the possibilities for discovery are endless. Today, the soundtrack of our lives is always just a tap away, limitless, immediate, and ever-evolving. In 2005, the desktop PC was your digital command center, bulky, slow, and local. Dial-up internet screeched to life and files lived on fragile hard drives. Backups meant burning CDs or tiny flash drives. The cloud was unheard of. Today the computer is everywhere. Laptop, tablet, phone, even your watch. High-speed internet is always on, and our files live in the cloud, synced across devices. Collaboration is instant with real-time editing from anywhere in the world. The desktop tower is now niche. Mobility and connectivity are the norm. We don't go online, we're always online. The biggest shift? Our digital lives are no longer tied to a single machine. The cloud turned our stuff into a service, accessible anytime, anywhere. The computer is now a portal, not a box. Gaming in 2005 meant consoles, wired controllers, and split screen with friends in the same room. Games came on discs, updates were rare, and graphics were standard definition. Online play was new, clunky, and required a wired connection. Fast forward to 2025, gaming is digital, immersive, and everywhere. 4K graphics, ray tracing, and live service games are standard. Cloud gaming lets you play blockbusters on any device, no console needed. VR headsets are wireless and affordable, putting you inside the game world. Multiplayer is global, cross-platform, and always connected. Games evolve with constant updates and new content. The leap from local, physical play to limitless virtual worlds. Gaming is now an experience without boundaries. In 2005, the living room revolved around a heavy CRT TV and a DVD player. Movie night meant a trip to Blockbuster and a strict return deadline. TV was scheduled. If you missed a show, you waited for reruns or DVDs. On-demand was clunky and limited. In 2025, the living room is a smart entertainment hub. Ultra-thin 4K or 8K TVs stream endless content from Netflix, YouTube, and more. No more schedules. Watch what you want, when you want, on any device. Binge watching is normal, and algorithms recommend your next obsession. Pause on one screen, resume on another. High-quality sound and visuals create a cinematic experience at home. The living room is now interactive, personalized, and always on. The era of waiting is over. In 2005, tech was a collection of single-purpose tools: GPS for directions, cameras for photos, watches for time. Devices didn't talk to each other, your car radio played CDs, your alarm clock just beeped. Life was a mix of analog and digital with clear boundaries. In 2025, everything is smart and connected, the Internet of Things. Your watch tracks health, your car streams music and reads texts, your home responds to your voice. Devices share data, automate routines, and anticipate your needs. Smart fridges, doorbells, and thermostats are standard. The line between physical and digital has blurred. Technology is now an invisible, intelligent layer in daily life. Convenience is king, and integration is everywhere. Gadgets are no longer just tools, they're part of the fabric of living. The biggest gain over 2 decades? Seamless integration. In 2005, your digital life was scattered. Music on your iPod, photos on your camera, files on your PC. Moving data meant cables and effort. Today the cloud connects everything. Photos, music, files, and calendars sync automatically. Tasks are automated and information is always at your fingertips. AI assistants manage complexity and anticipate needs. We work, learn, and connect from anywhere instantly. The speed and efficiency are unprecedented. We've eliminated waiting. Life is now instant, integrated, and always connected. But with every gain, there's a loss. In 2005, devices had one purpose: focus was built in. Listening to music or reading a book meant just that, no distractions. Building a music library or sharing photos took effort, making them feel valuable. Today, we rent access to infinite content, but the connection can feel shallow. Privacy has shifted. Our data lives in the cloud, traded for convenience. The line between online and offline has vanished. It's harder to disconnect. The power and convenience of 2025 are undeniable, but the simplicity and focus of 2005 had its own charm. It's a trade-off: efficiency and abundance versus deliberation and ownership. Which era is better? There's no single answer. The story of tech is the story of change, what we gain, what we lose, and what we choose. Which do you prefer? Let us know in the comments.